welcome. um,
Oh, 3 minutes to spare.
yes, I have now. It is one of these things where I have wasted enough of everyone's time, so I'm going to speed run through these introductions. Um, so just to bring up to what we are now doing potentially moving forward, like we are not changing our campaign broadcast. That is going to remain 100% the way it's been. We're going to keep running it. Absolutely no change whatsoever. The alternate weeks, we're still going to be doing a chat broadcast. I think we like so you probably noticed like the banner on the thing is called 7 Days to Kill Puck because we are running a 7 Days to Die campaign, and I forgot to change it before we started broadcasting. So the headline today is 7 Days to Kill Puck. But we are playing a lot of 7 Days to Die. It's a lot of fun. Um, and we are broadcasting some of the time. We are not broadcasting some of the time, but we are most likely going to keep running the broadcast on our chat session. So 1 week we'll run 7 Days to Die. 1 week we will run this campaign. So it's working out well. I like the way it's working out. And on top of that, on top of just the regular Monday broadcasts, we will do sporadic 7 Days to Die broadcasts. So pay attention to your Twitch notifications. If you don't have them on, turn them on. If you don't follow us on Twitch, absolutely follow us on Twitch. For a number of reasons, it is greatly appreciated. To just kind of like chipping away at affiliate status, but yeah, that's one of the things on our to-do list. But yes, 7 Days to Die, for those who don't know, is a zombie crafting survival role-playing game. I think I've checked all the boxes on that. And so what happens is every 7 days you get attacked by a zombie horde on the night of the 7th day, and you spend the rest of the time questing and building and getting supplies and basically preparing for this horde and trying to not die. It's a really fun game. It just came into full release this year. So I've been playing it for a long time. I've been playing it. They had, I think, 22 alpha versions, and I've been playing since I think alpha 12. So literally thousands of hours into this game, and I love it. But now that I figured out, because it's cross-platform, but my laptop can barely handle the broadcast. So I don't think it can. My laptop cannot handle that game. But I have a PlayStation that I can play it on. So we do. I figured out how to broadcast on Twitch through the PS5. So that is why we have different things that kind of overlap. That's why our thing right now says 7 Days to Kill Puck, because that is what was on the PS5. And it's just one more thing that we are going to iron out as time goes on. But I will say, as a whole, since we've been doing the dual gaming broadcast, our viewership has gone up. And quite honestly, they're both incredibly nerdy things. So, if you like one and you like the other, you like both, that's great. So it's just something else to do. Yeah. So we have our everything can be found in our link tree. The link to our link tree can be found inside our chat at the moment, as well as on all of our things. The link tree is posted on our Discord page, on our Twitch page, on our YouTube page. It's all there, and it will take you to all of the awesome content that we have on those links. So I'm good. Everything's starting to work now, and I'm happy. But that being said, let's just get right into introductions. So, uh, yes, again, if you see me looking over this way, I'm looking at my secondary monitor. Um, is it this one? Yeah. All right. So, first, to my most left, we have Deacon. How you doing, Deacon?
Well, I am doing pretty good, Puck. I am glad to be here. I'm very excited for the session. Things are things are going well.
That is good. I am very happy to hear it. I know there's a lot going on.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Wait, actually,
Making my head spin. I love it.
I am broadcasting my GM screen. So, let me give these a little switch. I'm going to. Wait, am I broadcasting my GM? You know what? Let
I
me.
just see I mean I'll put it
Your
to you this
normal
way. All I
screen.
really see is Flora. I don't
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. It
Okay,
looks
no,
all right.
I apologize. I have it right. So if I go over here to my player screen and I start. And let's see what if I move that? Maybe not. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Okay, I'm looking at the player screen and I am broadcasting the GM screen. So I'm going to switch this into the player screen. Good thing I didn't have a map up. Jesus Christ. Or wait. I'm a fucking idiot. Okay, we're good. We are broadcasting right. I'm just making my own silly mistakes.
All good.
We
Out
good.
here.
All right. So let me bring my GM screen back up because I unnecessarily took it down. All right, and yeah, so I know we have a lot going on. We have a lot that has built up and is now put on the plate of the players. We have really kind of gotten to the point now where we are wrapping up things in the Forest Temple and getting ready to move on to the next part of the campaign. So, um, yeah, anything that you would be interested in divulging before we venture into everything tonight?
Well, yeah, I mean we left on a pretty spicy note. We got out of the forest temple and yeah, it's thinking about some very very deep things for very small shrubbery. Is it's going to I'm just things might get spicy. That's all. Look forward to it. Hopefully, as much as I do.
Wonderful, happy to hear. All right, so Deacon, thank you for joining us. It is going to be a blast. And yes, next in line we have Gully. How you doing, Gully?
Doing good, doing good. Happy to be here. Looking forward to the evening's festivities, and yeah, see what comes next.
All right, happy to hear it. We are, as I said, we are definitely getting into new things. One of the things that we touched on is specifically, with Gully was the potential and what it would bring for a singular person to take on a dual sage responsibility. Um,
That's
and, and
that's a
although
bit much.
it is a bit much, I don't know. Like, I mean, it may come into play down the road. I don't think it'll come into play anytime soon. But one of the things that we discussed about what happened is taking on a dual sage responsibility would put the character in such a state of exhaustion that everything that they did would default to being done at disadvantage. And in D&D we have no double advantage, no double disadvantage, so it would put them the character in a interesting spot where when they had the opportunity to roll advantage, that at best would be a straight roll. It's still a possibility thing. I mean, quite honestly, especially since we are running high level characters, and those who are not maxed will probably max out sooner rather than later. We have this. Most players have enough of a bonus that a straight roll is basically advantage. It's hard. Like the things that a character are really good at are really good. So it's not a horrible thing for a high level character, but the ability of losing the potential to do anything at advantage is. Excuse me, sneeze. It's definitely something that needs to be weighed when taken into consideration. But yes, so but that being said, Gully has been the first sage of the campaign. We have wrapped up 3 temples at this point, and the water temple is currently is the fire temple is the only one that has a sage currently. Sages can be essentially anybody as long as they possess what is needed to be the sage of that particular forest, that particular temple. Like that being said, like Gorons don't necessarily have to be fire sages, Zoras don't have to be water, so on and so forth. It can happen, but it is not a requirement. So we will delve into it. We will see if we get a sage in the forest temple tonight or at some point, but ideally by the time that this portion of the campaign is completed, it is highly recommended that we have sages in all of these temples. So, Gully, thank you for joining us. I can't wait to see what happens tonight, and welcome.
Thank you.
Next to Gully, we have Lido. How you doing, Lido?
Hello, everyone. I am doing well. I am just looking forward to today, and we'll have an idea about other things that are going on. So we'll see.
Yes. One of the things about Lido is he always keeps me on my toes. Always thinking up very creative and intricate things to do, and yes, never ever disappoints. So over the time, I've learned to simply not question what Lido has in store. From my personal standpoint as the GM, I prefer the surprise. Even if I get completely blindsided, it is, from my perspective, part of the part of the enjoyable thing of the process. Yeah.
Yes.
So, that being said, welcome, Lido. I don't mean to cut it short, but I think my curiosity will get the best of me if we keep conversing. So,
No worries.
and then finally, rounding out the group, we have Stuffin. How you doing, Stuffin?
Hey, hi, how y'all doing? It's so nice to hear your voices. I brought a sandwich. I'm all ready to kind of chill and hang with you guys. Find ourselves a new sage. Stefan has been kicking around the idea of saging himself, but he's not really sure what any of it entails and like what the best temple would be. So Gully's a good inspiration for us all, right?
Yes, Gully very
Well,
much set the standard.
And Gully is proof that you don't have to be like the smartest or the wisest person around to be a sage.
whoa, wow. Jeez.
Wow.
If anything,
Talk about
Gully is a good
an
example.
underhanded compliment.
Gully is a good
Oh,
example of how you can use your power to get things done, even if people don't really want to do it sometimes.
Oh, jeez.
How to build a cult.
oh man.
Gotta love it.
All right. Shots fired at the tank. Great job.
Gully is fucking dead.
Right? Jeez. Well,
Oof.
thanks a lot, Stuffin.
Yeah, damn.
So this is not a negative. This is good stuff.
Oh, gosh.
Good. This is inspiration for us.
Yes.
Now, setting low standards means that we can screw up or make selfish decisions and still be totally fine, right?
Oh, gosh. Low standards. Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah. Yep. You got it. Yep, that's right, Stuffin.
Yes.
I love Gully. We would do without Gully.
All right. So before this session turns into a roast, uh, yes. So it's going to be a blast tonight. I'm Stefan. Welcome. I'm curious to see what else you have in store for everybody else. Um,
Oh, you
For
talking about my
those.
jewelry store? Now
yeah,
open. Things on sale. Good chance to get yourself a wedding ring, even if you're not engaged yet. You know, you buy it and they will come. That's the goal.
is that the slogan?
Yeah, you buy it and
If you buy
love
it,
will
she will
come.
come.
Exactly. Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah. All right.
I
So
hired a game master for my promotional videos and flyers and stuff like that.
hmm absolutely. All right. So yeah. So one of the things that I do want to recap before we start tonight is when I said, as I said, we had fully discovered the Forest Temple, and in doing so, um we discovered the remains of a character by the name of Rocky, who was a character in Deacon's original campaign, and we also found a character by the name of Odin, who is canonically Belle's father. So, from his perspective, Belle simply disappeared. He didn't know what happened to her. He assumed the worst, and he wasn't that far off. I mean, Belle spent a long time being the spirit of the lake of Lake Hylia, and yeah, he kind of got persuaded into a deal trying to create an opportunity to bring his daughter back from where he believed her to be deceased, although she was not. And Rocky capitalized on um, this mourning that he was doing and was able to get Odin into the temple where something had caused them both to meet their demise. Um, we found a vial that had contained some poison. The vial itself looked was the syringe was a projectile that was aimed for Rocky and essentially ricocheted off of Rocky, the intended target, and ended up killing Odin instead. The poison itself, we have very little knowledge on at this point, except for the fact that only that it was made by a uh, top tier person that has alchemical capabilities. And I'm wording it that way because I don't want to just say, like, I don't want to use a statement that is going to head in a certain direction. And by that, what I mean is I'm saying a very skilled person in alchemical properties, because if I word it differently, it makes it seem like I'm saying that a royal alchemist is behind this, and I'm not saying that is or isn't the case. I am simply verbally keeping it very broad. Yeah. I'm very excited for this little storyline, this side story. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a great way to introduce things, and we are going to see what actually happens. And this is going to open up one of the longest side stories that we've been running in this campaign. So, that being said, I want to thank everyone for tuning in, and let's get down to it. So we wrapped up the last session. We had come back to Kakariko Village. We had spent a little bit of time. We had brought Saria back to Kakariko Village, where she exhibited an intent of kind of not wanting to be known immediately. She asked for something to cloak her from the general populace, which Deacon provided her through a disguise kit. And then we went through the town. We met Flora, talked about a number of things, and I forget what the cliffhanger was that we left it on, quite honestly. But yes. So I believe we are leaving. I believe we are picking up in the old Deku tree, where the party is with Flora. And Flora is aware that Saria is with the party. That's where we left off, right?
Yeah, so we left off, Saria was talking about, like, the forest sage and, like, looking for one. And Deacon asked if she thought he could, potentially, like, fit the role, basically, is where we left off.
Alright. So, that sounds like a great starting point, and, well, let's get to it.
Okay. Yes. In character. Excellent. Love it.
So,
yeah.
Sorry, turns to the party, and she explains about how there needs to be a desire for protection, a desire to heal, a desire to protect, that these are things that she herself had, qualities that she herself had possessed, but she has no intention of continuing on to be the sage. She wants to pass the torch. And she acknowledges that she will keep an eye out and understand that if, something comes along, she's keeping an eye on it. But so she turns to the party and she's like, well, now that I've kind of like talked about this all, is there anybody that you guys have come across in your travels that you think would be a good candidate?
Deacon is,
that salesman guy. No, he wouldn't be a good
Hey,
candidate.
are you guys thinking what I'm thinking?
Dinner?
Let's all on the count of three just call out who we think would be good, and then we'll see if we all agree.
Okay. That makes sense.
Ready? 1,
Okay.
2, 3.
Not me.
Fuck a witch.
Ooh, Ruru.
Chimkin.
Abstain.
Chimkin.
True.
What
Wow.
would
Oh
that lead up?
man, that would be wild, actually.
Abstain. I don't
Abstain.
think we have a good choice just yet.
All right.
But yeah, I am. Yes. I'm gonna look at Saria, and I'm going to say, you know, I was thinking, he takes a second, and he says, well, to be honest, initially when we were walking over here, um, I was going to try and pitch Ruru to you. He gave a lot for Kakariko already, Um, I and yeah, he's going to trail off for a couple seconds, but then eventually he's going to try and re-meet her gaze again and push the whole sandwich thing out of his mind for a minute. And I was gonna say, but sorry, do you think that I'd be able to handle it?
She goes, Deacon.
Kind
Of
of slumps his
course.
shoulders a bit.
Yeah. She goes, of course I think you could handle it. I think you possess those characteristics very strongly. I think the bigger question is, do you want it? And the only reason that I bring that up is because this conversation has taken a very abrupt turn where I have been asked to find somebody, keep an eye out for somebody, and the somebody seems to be right in front of me. So, in terms
Oh,
of
wait. What if
And look
you
over
give
Lita.
me until tomorrow and maybe there's a chance of a second candidate?
well, I mean, Canada.
Could we have a debate?
We could absolutely do this. The only thing that I would suggest that you need to overcome, Deacon, is your self-doubt on the matter.
You're right.
This is a very important role, and in order for the person who takes on this responsibility to be the best sage that they can be, there has to be as little self-doubt as possible. And I have, and I believe that you have that confidence, but you have to believe that.
So he's been looking at her very intently, and he gives like an affirmative nod. Before he turns over to Leto, and he says, "Well, what you got in mind?"
Well, I don't want to tell you because I'm still trying to get the supplies together. But
Oh, okay.
yeah.
That okay. We take time. It'd be okay. Okay. Maybe need to take some time to think about it. There's someone I think I need to ask about this first, if that is okay with you guys. I might need to slip off for a bit. Well, okay. his eyes flash back to the fact that Rocky just died doing that 10 minutes ago. Okay, maybe we not do that, but still, I'd like to ask someone first about something. But yeah, so I think tomorrow sounds good. We'll take some time. He nods. Sorry. But he turns back to Saria and he says, thank you. I will come back to you tomorrow with I'll come back to you tomorrow and be sure of my decision. I want to hear what Leto has to say.
Well,
Or do something.
it sounds like we will have a sage sooner than later. One way or the other. So, I will spend time getting reacquainted with Flora and preparing the ceremony. And let's say come back tomorrow evening with Deacon and anybody else that we feel is a potential sage candidate, and we'll see what's best for the temple.
That sounds good. Thank you. I also like to turn to Florida. Florida, Jesus. Flora. Sorry. I'd like to turn to her and I'd like to ask, how have you been feeling?
I mean, I'm feeling okay. I've without such a heavy draw on my abilities, which feels not too long ago. I feel that I have recuperated nicely, and I feel that good things are coming. And she kind of like pulls back her hair a little, and you can see that on like her neck and shoulder line that there seems to be what looks like little sapling sprouts, sort of. Her skin is starting to take on a more tree-like appearance.
Oh, that's cute. Dugan smiles and he goes, that's good to see. Looks like you're making progress. I'm glad you're feeling better, Flora. It all gets better from here.
Yes, as I
you have a long time for relaxing, bro.
Well, I don't know how much more relaxation I have coming down the pipeline, but I'll take it where I can get it, and I'm happy to do what I can. If there's one thing that I've learned over all this time, it's that we all have our roles and our parts to play, and there are no small roles, just small people, and other sayings too, like that.
He laughs. It's yes. I've heard similar from Guru all the time. Good things come in small packages and all that.
Because it is getting a little late, and I know that you guys have had some extensive adventuring over the past few days. So if you'd like, you are welcome to stay here for the night, or whatever you need to do or where you need to be. Just know that this place is always open to you.
Thanks, Flora. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'll turn to the party and ask, so guys, did you have anything else you wanted to take care of tonight?
I need to take talk to Saria in private.
Mm, mm. Okie doke. Um,
Yeah, I'm fine. I can step out.
yeah,
I'll step out. You can talk in private.
I'll step out with stuff in for a bit. We'll have a sandwich. It'll be great.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a pep talk. I'll be like, Deacon, if you want to do this, you can totally do this. This is like your jam. I mean, forest stuff and whatnot. And if you ever get worried, I mean, you could just polymorph yourself into like this giant creature and be like this, I don't know, giant Tyrannosaurus Rex, like
Ah,
with feathers and wings and stuff, and prowling and everyone would respect you, no question. And they're gonna respect you anyway. But if you're ever worried and you need a confidence boost, just boost your body.
he nods and smiles, and to him that description kind of just sounds like Chimkin. I don't think he knows what a Tyrannosaurus Rex is. Uh, no, I mean he probably does, but like, yeah, like his brain just goes like, ah, yes, large beast, feathers, excellence. And he nods for a minute. He
Yeah.
says,
Gully would exit with those two as well, and he would basically, kind of, co-sign what Stuffin is saying, and he would kind of, pick Chimkin,
ah,
pick Deacon up, and throw him up on his shoulder, and kind of like, pat his head like he's, the scruff of his bushy head. Think, yeah, you got this, little guy.
Deacon smiles. You'd know if anyone would, Gully. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Um, he thinks for a second. I says, Gully, were you nervous becoming the fire sage?
It kind of fuzzed out right when you said, "Were
Oh,
you?"
sorry. Can you hear
That's
me now?
fine. Yeah.
Oh, I said, Gully, were you nervous when you became the fire sage?
Honestly, just a little bit because I'm not a Goron, and like, I mean, I think most of the sages in that area have all been Gorons.
I guess you. That makes sense.
I mean, it would have
Um,
been nice if we could have found someone, in Gorgon Village. There might still be someone there, but yeah, I was very nervous.
I guess you.
Heck, to be honest, I still am. I still don't really know what I'm doing.
Deacon like wraps his arms around your shoulders. I think you're doing a good job though, Gully. I
Huh.
appreciate that I think you'll be guiding me through the first parts of this, cause I don't I know you have that big fire aura and stuff. I have no idea what that's gonna be like. Hopefully mine
Well,
might
that
not
was
be
a
so
shock to me also, let me tell you. But you know what? I couldn't have done any of this without you guys. So, thank you very much, Deacon. You you
likewise,
like
bro.
you all have been awesome.
It's been a pleasure adventuring with you, Gully. Very glad we all met.
Nothing against you, Stuffing, but like, who else should really be a sage right now? Because like they have tons of ideas and like, very proactive. Leto,
Um,
Mm.
what is he
yeah.
doing? Why is he
Well,
pussyfooting
Leto
around?
doesn't Leto like live in the water? And
Right. He should definitely be the
there's a
the
water
sage of
temple.
that temple. Yeah. It's like it makes the most sense.
Now you guys said that there's like a fairy fountain there, and I'm like, I could take that, but it just feels like it should be Leto's. Like Leto loves the water more than I do. I just
Ah,
love hanging out at the spa, quite honestly.
I mean, stuffing. If since Leto, he there's a saying, either shit or get off the pot. Like, I think you should probably just go, you should be the water sage.
I, I'll think about it. I don't want to step on Leto's toes or fins sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe we should just have a nice sit down with Leto and like, look, what are you doing, man? What do you want to do? You gonna do this or not? If not, I say we would go ahead and put, let Stuffin, do his thing. Because I think, you make a great sage as well, Stuffin. I mean, there,
Thank
you know
you.
what?
Yeah.
There are several more temples, but definitely for the water temple, it should hands down be either you or Leto for sure.
It's too bad that there's not a time temple. That happened in some of the Zelda stories I've heard, but not in this particular one. So, because that would be like best for me. Oh well.
That would be cool.
There is a
Actually, I thought there
temple.
was.
Well, okay. So what I'm revealing right now is so there is a temple of time that has lost its is simply now just a temple.
Of
It,
lost power.
yeah, kind of. That is just outside of Hyrule Castle Town. So just kind of like over time, it's just become a place of worship for Hylia. But prior to that, it was known as the Temple of Time, and that was the place where, Link would use the Master Sword to go, to go between his child and adult form. But it's not a temple in the same sense that other places are temple.
It doesn't have a sage. And
No, it does not. It does not have a sage. It never had a sage. It was it was a temple more in simply the sense of it being like a place of worship that had a capability of at the time Link was able to time travel with it, but that is no longer the case.
Okay.
While we are getting a slight lore dump,
Yes.
can you please confirm for us the temples that we know of and exist?
Absolutely. Let's just get a quick thing.
Because I know we've got Fire, Water, Shadow,
Mhm.
Forest. Time is a dud.
Time is dead. Yes. Okay. All right. The temples are. Bringing it up now because I always forget at least one when I talk about it.
Mhm.
The Forest Temple, the Fire Temple, the Water Temple, the Shadow Temple, and the Spirit Temple. There are.
Okay.
Is the spirit temple like undead spirits?
No, it's more. So that's going to be a thing.
Got to get there and find out things.
Yeah. I would love to say more on it, but
Okay.
I can't.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5. Okay.
What if we gave you a cookie?
It's,
Can we bribe you with a
it's
cookie?
The Spirit Temple
spirit in the sense of alcohol, you see.
is
Oh, the Spirits Temple. Got it. Oh,
the,
I
yeah.
will do that.
Party in the temple, baby.
the Spirit Temple had
Nothing-
a notable mentioning in the one shot that involved a turbo. So since
That was. Oh shit!
that was the yeah. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Oh wait, no, I apologize. That was
the Shadow Temple.
that was the Shadow Temple. I'm sorry. I'm fixing. So yes, damn it, I gotta find my right. Okay, there we go. In the one shot, yeah, you're right. The Shadow Temple is what was featured in the one shot, but the Spirit Temple will have equally heavy weight to it. All right. So we can start to unveil things about the Spirit Temple. We can start to do research, figuring out locations, things like that. Because as I've also said, that the temples aren't necessarily in the place where we remember them to be.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. All right. So we can look those things up. We can figure those things out. But I mean, give me an Arcana roll. We'll see. We'll get the ball roll and see what I can say.
Hmm.
I got a 21.
Natural 20 actually. Oh wait, I was looking at something else. Sorry.
Okay.
Wait, who'd you want to roll? I'm sorry.
Honestly, everybody can roll. We can just take the highest roll.
Okay.
We got a natural 20. Don't get higher than that.
Yep. All right. So, the Spirit Temple. The Spirit Temple is in regards to all of the known temples, the Spirit Temple is the most recently erected temple. It is a temple that is a more hidden temple. I'm trying to I'd like to say things without giving things away. Okay, so when the Hylians took over the Shadow Temple, as a result, the Spirit Temple is what the Yiga newly erected. I'm sorry, Shiga. Well, I guess it would be. No, it would be the Yiga. The Spirit Temple is a Yiga erected temple that was erected as a direct result of the Hylians taking over what is now referred to as the Shadow Temple.
Hmm.
It is difficult to find. It is something that people really kind of haven't. It's something that's if a Hylian is specifically searching for it, instead of finding it, they often find a reason to stop looking.
Ah.
So let's see. And with that information, because I haven't given you an inappropriate amount of information for the rolls that have been that have been rolled. Everyone asked me a question.
Okay.
Who win this game?
About the temple.
Generic. Oh, okay.
Do I remember? Like, do I know that dude that we let die that one time 5 years ago? Raiding the fortress.
I'm sorry, you cut
Do
out.
I? Oh shit, is my mic fucking up? Shit. I gotta try and fix that. Anyway, what I was asking was, do I remember the incident with that dude who, like, you know, we kind of let die 5 years ago, real time? Like, when we were, you remember when we were doing the, you know, the sage, basically. I'll just say that, dude. Do I remember, like, him? Anything about him? Like, do I know anything about him? Because I know we saw him in the one shot or something like that.
You
I'm just
know what?
curious. Like,
Cat.
do we know who this? Let me put it this way: do we know who the sage is? Let me ask you that question.
No.
Okay. That was like my question for like the dice. Like I because you said each of us to have a question.
Yeah. What,
Okay.
what do you mean for the dice? Oh, for the roll.
You
Okay,
asked
yeah.
each of us if we had a question,
Oh, okay, yeah.
and that
Okay.
was my question. Like who is this guy? Like who is the sage? That's all I got.
Who is the sage?
Yeah. Sorry, I
Uh,
phrased it poorly. But that was like my question. Like that guy. Like who is he? Because I guess Deacon probably wouldn't. I don't know if he ever made
oh, okay.
the connection, but
It,
like he was in one of the Yiga things and he died, and yeah, other do you remember?
so I will say it is not that character, but
Oh shit! Okay.
but the spirit temple is very heavily occupied, guarded, and um, attended
Mhm.
specifically by people of traditional Sheikah values, and it is, I guess, for the time being, we'll say that it is run and operated
Mhm.
by um, by a traditional Sheikah.
That's cool.
Yes.
Thanks.
Okay. Next question. Who wants to go next?
Wow.
Yeah, go for it, Gully.
I was trying to think of something. Oh, freaking A. Okay. Okay. We already asked who. I think we have a rough idea of where,
Do you though?
right?
I mean,
I'm
if
gonna level with you, man. I don't think that we actually do. Because
Okay.
like
Let's
I
go
have
with
even in my
where
timeline,
is this temple?
it's a good
Good
one.
questions.
the temple is in the
You say in the
west,
desert.
I am. It is in
Okay.
it is. I was going to say the western area of the map, but it is within. It is somewhere within the Gerudo Desert.
Excellent.
Okay.
Well played. Fair enough.
Okay.
All right.
This is not
Hmm.
my official question. This is maybe a question. Do we know that all the temples have been essentially either lost or taken over by malevolent spirits or corrupted or something?
Yeah. I
So
think we basically know that, yeah.
yeah, I mean it is a safe assumption. I'm not going to admit whether or not it's an absolute situation because as we get into specific areas that there will be some nuanced differences. But every temple that we have um, gotten to thus far has been a temple that got corrupted, and
Okay.
I will also say that the way that they have gained entry to the temple is through the Yiga tunnels. So do with that information as you will.
So, what is the third question we should ask? We could ask about.
Did we just kill the Yiga? No, that's not my question.
The answer is yes.
Wipe them all out, the infidels.
Somebody clip that for me. Somebody clip that. We are gonna come back to that hard in a couple of months. Oh man. And by the way, if I remember, when the event comes, Gully, roll me a, hold on, I gotta look this up. I need you to roll me a check. I think it's a wisdom, but
Sure.
I just want to make sure before I have you go clicking all sorts of numbers. Yes. Give me a wisdom saving throw. All right, 21. Okay, so let's see. Oh, Jesus, negative. And all right, so they have a cannot beat that save.
They? What the heck? Who's trying to infiltrate my mind?
That's
Be
a
Okay.
gone
great
with
question.
you.
So we are in a moment of Gully being scryed on. Gully has passed the wisdom save, but it says so. I mean, we've done scrying, but I'm going to read it anyway. You can see and hear a particular creature of your choosing that is on a plane of existence as you. The target must make a wisdom saving throw, which is Gully, which is modified by how well you know the target and any sort of physical connection you have to it. If the target knows you're casting this spell, it can fail the saving throw voluntarily if it wants to be observed. Gully was unaware of the fact that he was being scryed on. However, on a successful save, the target isn't affected, and you can't use the spell against it for 24 hours. On a failed save, the spell creates an invisible sensor within 10 feet of the target. So, are you instead of? Okay, so if you succeed the save, there's nothing that says you are aware you are being scryed on. Right?
So then why is there a save?
If the target now. Yeah, it just says on a successful save, the target isn't affected, and you can't use the spell against it for another 24 hours. So, out of context, I'm going to say that Gully was being scryed on by somebody. But Gully, somebody was attempting to scry on Gully, but they were unsuccessful. So you know what? Never mind. We don't need to clip that and bring it back up because it never happened. All right. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Damn it! All right. So.
So,
All right. So we still have two questions.
Crying on us was Twitch.tv.
okay. I'm gonna ask it. I've been thinking about this.
Mhm.
This is a question I'm gonna ask.
Uh-oh. We should have a good one.
Would, based on what he knows, Stuffin, do you think wannabe sage of the Spirit Temple, and why? What would draw him to this particular position?
So in my personal immediate assessment of the situation, I do not believe that the Spirit Temple would be the best fit for Stuffin. And the reason that I bring this up is because I've gone through a whole spiel about, Gorons don't have to be Fire Temple sages, so on and so forth. Like, race does not matter. That is not the case with the Spirit Temple. Spirit Temple, historic lineage, absolutely does matter. That this is an exception to the rule, and it has to do with the fact that as it stands now in things that we have divulged, I will simply say that if Stefan were to try to make his way to be the Spirit Temple Sage, it will most likely be met as, or it might be most likely seen as an act of,
War.
I was going to say imperialism, but yes, the inhabitants of the Spirit Temple and those who worship at the Spirit Temple are very protective after what happened to their prior temple.
Can I expand on my question a little bit? It's the same question. I'm just
Oh,
gonna add a little bit of a rider to that.
okay.
Would the Spirit Temple Sage position be interesting enough to Stuffin that he would potentially want to find a way to change races to make himself a Sheikah? Or is it not worth that amazingly large sacrifice to do something like that?
Um.
Why do I feel like we're about to be rolling 1d3, boys?
I cannot
How many
answer
times
that.
can you kill and can you kill and regenerate me? Okay.
Because okay, so
Oh, that thing. I was thinking, yeah, the other one.
certain aspects of your question are on point, and some of them are inaccurate. And the inaccuracies of the question is what's preventing me from answering the question. But when new information comes to light about the Spirit Temple, and we start to go there and start to divulge things, I will say that it will organically answer that part of the question prior to the time coming that it would matter. Is that? I think that's a good way to word it. So like as we get closer, we'll learn more about what the temple is, who and why who the temple's being inhabited by, why they are, how they differ from people adjacent to them, kind of like what separates them, what keeps them similar, and more importantly, when we get down to it, how once again race will not matter. But as it stands now, with the existing knowledge, it would be very much, it seems to be a more true statement that race is a very important thing.
Okay. Did we have one more question? Or are we gonna kick it back to Leo for?
I believe we're missing the Lido question.
No, I don't think Leto's with us. Is Leto still allowed to ask a question?
Yeah,
I'm still in the
because
tree.
this is more like I would say like this is something that will at some point become a communal action and discussion. So even though Lido is not physically there, like his input would be part of the conversation. So Lido, you are absolutely, yes, you are able to ask a question.
So we've asked what questions just to make sure.
Where is
So
it?
I asked who the sage was.
Who the sage is?
Okay.
And would Stefan make a good sage?
Yeah.
So who the sage was?
Thank you for
Stefan would
some-
make a good sage. What was the other question?
Where it is? Where
Where?
is it?
Where it is?
Where was it?
Yeah, we just found out that it's in the. What, did you say what part of the desert, or did you say western part of the map?
I simply said
Western part of the map, which is in the desert.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. That. Yeah. Okay. Yes. That makes sense. Okay.
Okay, I'll ask the only question that I can come up with at the moment. Is there a special way to get into the temple
Oh, genius.
besides the Yiga tunnel?
Genius.
Yes.
So obvious, and yet none of us thought of it. Yay, Leto.
There is one of the 4 existing party members. As long as they accompany you. Or let me phrase that. As long as the one party member accompanies the rest of the party to this location, they will not be met with hostility.
Oh.
So we all go together. Period. Got it.
Is it Chimkin?
um, I mean, we have exhausted our questions, so
Dag nabbit.
so we have had a tremendous role to gain information on the Shadow Temple. We have had.
Do you at least clarify definition for me? Because it's as a rules lawyer, I need to know these things. Do you mean part of the party is in like us, or do you mean like just people we've met?
We have done this enough that you should never be apologetic for me having to clarify something.
Thank you.
But yes. So to put it as like down the middle as I can, amongst the group of Deacon, Gully, Leto, and Stuffin, there is a singular party member amongst the 4 of you that will get you safe passage to the Spirit Temple.
I wonder if it's the one that's a stage.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I bet it's Gully because he's a sage. That makes sense. Probably can't
I
be
was
like.
I was thinking this fairy boy, but yeah.
And it is
Well,
not due to
no,
sage
none of you are
abilities.
Sheikah, are you?
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Could it be racial abilities? I mean, I don't know.
I'm gonna swim in the
Sheikahs know.
sand. It's the only way.
The temple is racist.
Can we ride the giant sandworms across the
Those
desert?
bastards. Ooh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, you think it's going to be more like Dune. It's probably going to be more like Beetlejuice.
OMG.
So okay, we are approaching a restful part of the night.
Thank you.
And
Well, Lita wants to have a conversation,
yes.
right?
So, okay,
Mhm.
so the Leto conversation. Leto was going to talk to Saria, right?
And Flora, since she's there too.
Yeah. All right. So everybody else vacates.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And all right, Leto, the floor is yours.
Ladies, if you would, and I'll kind of move over to Flora since I know she's rooted, and bring Saria over and kind of sit cross-legged with them in like a triangle pattern. So, this is going out on a limb, but Saria, because you're going to make the final decision. If I sleep tonight and get the things that I requested from the town, there is a possibility, using a spell, that I can bring back Riku. But he's not going to look possibly the same.
Okay.
I have the spell Reincarnate, which could bring him back to life if he's willing, and you didn't have time with your brother before. If he becomes whatever he becomes, and then he becomes the new Sage 2.0, he would then be around as long as you are. And because he would be the 2.0 version like Gully, he doesn't have to stay in the temple all the time. Just think about the fact that he was willing to do everything to protect you, which is kind of what we were looking for. And who better than to learn from someone like you, and someone who cares about you and about the village. But again, this is up to you. I'm just putting it out there. I know, Laura, you his remains, and I will take a handful of the dust from the temple that I have. I still have some that I can use for the spell.
Okay, as a quick aside,
Mhm.
do you
I know how much it costs.
Okay, all
That's why I
right.
was asking you last time if I could get the ingredients from town, and you said yes.
Ooh,
That's why I was like,
nice.
so this literally comes down to her yay or naying it. She would get her brother back. Maybe not in a Kokiri form, but she would get her brother back.
All right. Hmm. Not gonna lie.
I just got to say, Gully was
Yeah.
exactly right about how smart Leo is about stuff,
Absolutely.
and
Hmm.
would make
I
it awesome sage probably because of this.
Hell yeah.
I will also look at them
With
and
you, man.
go, Ikun is my best friend. And yes, I think he would make a great sage. But part of me doesn't want to lose him. I know it's not really losing because, Gully and everything, but it's kind of a thing, It's like a change like that. Also, and not to be rude or anything, he is really young.
He as in Deacon or?
Ikun. Ikun. I
Mhm.
don't know how young Riku is. I've really just met him in the temple for the first time.
So, haven't you seen The Golden Child back in the 80s?
Actually, no, I never saw that movie. I know Eddie Murphy was
That's
in it.
my anyway. I'm not in this conversation, so I shouldn't say anything.
Okay.
I'm just,
That's why, Arya, or you are two very wise people. I'm also quite wise, being a druid and all that stuff. But the three of us, I think, if we decide to bring him back, if we don't decide to bring him back, we can figure out who should be the next stage, the three of us. If it becomes Deku, I'm all for it. I'll be slightly sad, but I'll be all for it. If he becomes Riku, that's perfectly fine too. But I don't know.
All right. So sorry, kind of like ponders the offer. Like, not so much yes or no, but kind of like pondering the implications of the offer. So her first question is, so you're only offering to bring him back if he were to.
No. I was offering to bring him back no matter what, but it was also, if you wanted me to bring him back and if you thought it might be a good idea. I'm just throwing those ideas out there because I think he would make a good, combo, but I can still bring him back. But again, he won't be, in theory, he'll still be himself, but he won't be in the same body. He could possibly come back as a Dora like me, or Hylian like Gully, or Fairy, or Goron.
I mean, it's a tough. It is a heavy decision to make.
That's why I said possibly sleep on it, because the fact that I can't do it until tomorrow, no matter what. Is unfortunately, it's not a spell that I know right now.
Well, yes, I think because I mean honestly, this is a little bit out of the my breadth of knowledge. So
No problem.
I'll take time. I'll give it serious thought. I'll talk to Flora about it. She'll explain. Hopefully, have some information that I can understand everything a little better. And either way, why don't you guys come down a little bit early, just in case we need to perform an additional ritual.
No worries. Also, just a thought.
Mm-hmm.
What if Flora became the sage? Just, thinking about it, because the fact that maybe he could, because of the power of the sage, she might be able to grow really big legs and walk around. And then she could tower over, like, the whole, temple. She would be the temple. Maybe the Deku Tree plus the temple.
Flora lets out like a nice laugh, and she's like, "We all have our paths to take, and I for one would feel much more comfortable focusing on my current abilities and responsibilities."
Just saying, there are probably some people who might be, made of wood with like leaves that might like, girls with, wooden legs. Just saying. Not that I know anybody like that. I'm just saying.
It's like, that sounds very flattering if it were not hypothetical, but as much as romantic things are nice and sweet, they are not the top of my priority list.
Okay. I'm gonna go not find people that, yeah, I'm gonna just go. You two ladies have a nice night. I'm gonna go find my friends.
Well, all right then. We'll see you. Let's say when the sun sets tomorrow. How's that?
Okay. All right,
Uh,
I'll let them know.
all right. We'll see you then.
All right, ladies.
Sleep well.
Yep.
All right. So, all right. Let's see. Okay. So Lido catches up with the rest of the party, and Prior to that, is there any points of discussion other than just kind of like the general sharing of information that we had previously gone through?
Hmm. Mm, I don't have anything else for that. Um,
No, I
yeah,
don't. I think I'm.
yeah. Deacon's going to just smile and happily wave at Leto. Hi.
Oh, just checking. Would you be into a tree girl if she had legs? Just thinking about it.
Hmm. Legs probably help. It's easier to walk around. Walk through lost
Okay.
woods or something. Very nice.
And just hypothetically, if the tree person wasn't ready for relationship type of thing right now, how long do you think you could wait?
Hmm. Well, I've got a good few years on me, to be honest. I
Okay.
yeah, I got time. Hee hee hee. I I
You are
think.
still young.
Hmm, hmm. He nods.
Speaking
Uh,
of,
mhm.
speaking of Gully, I need to pick your
Yes,
brain
sir.
about some stuff.
Well, do you really want to stick something in my brain?
Well, I could, but I'm not going to.
Just
It's
kidding.
more,
I
it's more
know
like
it's just a
I need
saying.
some adult like advice.
Sure, fire away.
Well, let's find some place to stay and then I'll talk about it then.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. Um. Yeah. I will
I
gently
actually thought
guide
we were
you.
staying in the tree, so that's why I'm like, I don't know where we're going.
Yeah. Where we have this day? Yeah, it'd be fine with staying in the tree. To be honest, they'd welcome us. I think there's also like an inn or something in town. Um.
There was, yes, I remember the inn. I'm gonna take us to the inn that my original group went to when we were in town.
Ooh, cool. Okay. All right.
They were
I'll hang out
friendly
with stuff.
because the fact that we're heroes of Hyrule.
Yeah, I think it's. Hey, on the way,
Hmm?
Stefan's like, "Hey, I've been thinking I should totally be the sage for the forest temple. Like, I can fly up high to get to top of trees. Like, I know what trees are. I love trees. I can hug trees. I mean, now that I'm big, I can almost get my hands completely around them. Like, wouldn't that be awesome?
I mean, it would be fun. I used to be able to
You
fly
think?
once, Stuffy. I
Oh,
it was very helpful. Honestly, I could see
I'm
it pay.
thinking you're like a tree, practically. I mean, do you think
Hmm.
that I would make a good forest sage?
Hmm. Um. Honestly, I would like to do that like circle walk, like inspecting him. So just like while we're walking, like I just do like a quick run around him, like looking at him. I'm like, hmm. Well, um, hmm. You do seem like you know a thing or two about nature. That's pretty cool. Um, hmm.
Wait.
Mhm.
There is a couple of tests that I learned about.
Ooh,
First,
yeah.
Duffin, what can you do for me?
What can I do for you?
Yes,
Um, well, my two loves in life are food and jewelry. So, I
sorry,
mean,
fail.
yeah,
Be a forest sage.
why not? Why not?
No,
I could.
remember what
Food.
Saria said. The forest sage needs to be someone who wants to help.
Mm, mm.
You automatically were thinking about
Oh,
yourself, so you fail. Sorry.
that's too bad. Well, it's too bad. I mean, we don't have anyone else in this group that might be a better forest sage than me.
That's true.
Well, that's not true. That would be
No?
Deekun or possibly someone that I have in mind.
Ooh.
We'll
Deacon would
find
be a
out
pretty good
tomorrow
forest
evening.
sage. He's kind of young,
Love
right?
you.
Does Deacon even want to do it?
He said he did.
Oh, Well, how about water sage? I like the water. I know how to swim. Would I be a good water sage?
Well, I mean, I mean,
I think you get like a water speed if you become the water sage, because what the walls are made of water, and you have to like move them through them easily.
yeah, that makes sense. Stuff it.
Alito, you seem to know a lot about water. Do I look like someone that could like swim smoothly through the water?
I think you could be someone who floats on top of the water.
Uh,
Do your wings work when they're wet?
can I sink to the bottom into this? I can't
I
really
don't know.
breathe underwater.
Yes, but see, as the water sage, I think you can breathe underwater.
Uh,
Have you ever
so I
gone
could
to like
just
a
like
pond and just jumped in
float.
and seen what
So I
happens?
could go up and down, is what you're saying. I could. It's almost like a levitate spell. Like I could float to the top, or I could sink to the bottom, and I could breathe underwater if I sunk.
Yes, I think.
Ooh,
I
that's kind
really
of fun.
would have to ask, my sister if I see her again.
Well,
My sister,
that doesn't
my
seem like
sister was
super
the
useful.
old water sage, so she kind of has ideas.
Wait, your sister was?
Yeah, my sister was.
You know how she's
So it's
doing
like
about? Oh, sorry. Sorry, I shouldn't have cut in.
no,
I'm
I was
sorry.
gonna say it's in the family. Oh, tell us more. Tell us how your sister's doing.
She's undead at the moment.
But like, but like, are things like going okay? Have you been in touch with her at all? Sorry,
Not
I guess you want.
recently. The last time was, when I had to leave.
You want me to cast
In
Descending into
series,
your ring so you can talk to her? Sorry, I guess this
I'm
is
kind
sorry.
of I'm at the point where I also have, two sisters now, so it's like
Oh, that's fair.
I so maybe. Oh, who would make a better water sage than me? Is there anyone that likes just like hanging out in the water like all the time? Sometimes.
Orin.
Hey,
So,
Lito. What about you, the waterborne person?
have you ever thought about it?
I have. And that's literally where he stopped.
I love it. I love it. Do you hear him, like he goes like the full 6 seconds before he nods? He's like, "Did what did you think? Did you, or is that private? Sorry."
There are a lot of things that I'm thinking about. Being sage at this point in time, I don't think I'm ready yet. Like, the right temple, if I choose one, hasn't popped up yet.
Mm-mm. Do you hear
Okay.
nods?
But also, kind of being stuck attached to a temple. Druids don't really like being stuck in one area if we can travel.
That makes sense, especially with your tree stride thing now. World is your oyster,
Plus,
but like tree oyster.
Oysters live in the water too.
yes, they do, and are quite tasty.
You're not really stuck to the temple.
I don't. Yeah, like Gully seems to leave all the time, like all the time. He just has people that he's hired to like. I'm not even hired. He doesn't even pay them, right? He just has cultists to like do stuff for him when he's
And
not
that
there.
is the word that I am not interested in.
They
You
are
don't have to
not
have
cultists.
cultists.
That makes
They're
sense.
not. They're not cultists. They're just. They're not even. I wouldn't even call them followers or disciples. They're just.
Do you pay them?
No, 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 no,
So maybe cultist is a better word.
He pays them
no.
in quality of life.
Believers.
Believers. Okay.
Yeah.
And here is the nice little inn that we were staying at.
Yes, excellent.
And we should go inside and stop talking about cultists outside.
That's probably true.
No one's talking about cultists. No cults.
Well, this has been an illuminating conversation. Thank you for
Yeah.
showing us to the inn, Leo.
Thanks, Ludo. Well, okay.
You want me to
Um,
describe the inn, Puck, if you don't remember?
Sure,
be
go
awesome.
for it.
So, there's a front counter that has a kokiri at it. No, wait, was it a kokiri?
Yes.
Oh, it was a kokiri, and you go past the front counter and into the actual big like auditorium, like ish chamber, where there are beds along the wall, and there's a few little holes in the wall for windows. Yeah, just normal beds. There's no privacy whatsoever.
All right. So as your party walks in, the person behind the counter recognizes Leo and goes, "Aha! The hero has returned with more
They
heroes."
have returned, and yes, more heroes. Not only heroes. This is the Fire Sage. This is
Ooh.
Dilkun, the possible new sage for the Forest Temple. This is the illustrious jeweler Stuffing.
Ah.
Potential Water
And
Sage.
as you might guess, we still don't have a name yet.
Oh, wait. You're looking for a name? I
We're the
don't know that.
For the group.
Primes.
I'll get on that. I'll get
We're the
on that.
Primes.
See,
Well-
I'm still trying for Tri-Enforcers, but you know,
I like
Vito
that.
and the gang, Nico and his Stuffins type of thing, Stuffin and the Magical Brothers, Gully and the Knights of We Kick Butt, something like that.
Simple. More simple. We're the Primes. We're the Prime Minds.
The Prime Minds.
The Prying
Prime
Minds?
Prime of Minds?
Wait, your
Yeah,
mimes?
'cause-
You want to just call yourselves the fairies? Stuffing in the fairies.
Stuffing
No.
in the fairies.
No.
What are we, a
How
rock
about we
group?
just call ourselves the Hyrulean Sages?
Yeah, but there's only one of us that's actually a sage because the rest of you guys
moment.
are dicking around.
At the moment,
True.
I'm sorry, I like to look at my options, not jump right into the Fire Temple.
Our options are we need to save this world.
Yes. And I feel soon I'm going to be really, really powerful, and I'll be able to help you even more.
Yeah, by becoming the water sage.
No.
Fine, Stuffing,
Did
you
I
water sage.
did I ever tell you guys about the time when I was married?
No.
What a segue. Stuffing, please do
It
tell
was
us.
this little Spitfire fairy.
You vampire
Oh
fairy?
man, I don't think I've had more fun in
Fire.
a fairy fountain with anybody than I had with Liz Merelda. Yeah, she was pretty awesome, and you know, didn't exactly work out for us in the long run. I'll be honest, our personalities didn't quite get along. Um, but it was like the most amazing 2 years of my life being with her, and I never would have done it if I hadn't just like jumped in, like literally jumped into the fountain and started splashing around and
And
playing with her and stuff like that. Like, you know, sometimes
just
you
making
don't know what
sure.
you're going to get into,
This
right?
isn't the one that you're looking for, right? It's at the academy?
No. She was back when I was in college. Yeah, that was before that. This is about 5 or 6 years later. Yeah, when I had graduated and was basically, you know, working in a fountain, just kind of like on lifeguard duty all day. Um, yeah, and I saw this girl and I decided to jump in and found out that Liz Merelda was her name, and it was pretty awesome. And I just gotta say, like, you know, sometimes you want to be super cautious in life. Sometimes as a wizard, I just want to walk around with spells like shield and absorb elements and every protective spell I can. But like sometimes you just gotta go for it. Life doesn't always wait for you, and sometimes if you wait too long, those opportunities go away, and suddenly the fountain is empty again, or it's just got bunch of 6-year-old kids splashing around, and you jump in and you're just gonna annoy the parents, and they're gonna be like, "What are you?" You get the point, right?
I would like to insight check him. Not to see if he's lying, but to see if he's trying to make a comment for Leto to like step up and do the next step with his girlfriend. That's what Leto is thinking. If this is all like he should be moving faster.
All right.
Do you need to roll this? Can I just tell you what the result is?
Let's see. Let's start with the roll and see where we go from there.
Yeah.
What would you like rolled? Oh, the insight check.
Insight, yeah.
Oh, my brain doesn't work.
Inspiration? Question mark.
Does he want to succeed on this, or does he want to fail on this?
I have no
I want to
idea.
succeed.
Okay.
That is a 20
Okay.
insight.
I think a 20 is successful enough that you would realize that he's not talking about your girlfriend, although you might be thinking this. He's talking about, becoming a sage. That's what he's talking about.
Hey,
But if you want to use this information and go get married, go for it.
I
actually,
think I'm ready yet. But that does bring up the questions that I was going to bring to Gully. And now I know that you're married too. But thank you. Yes, we would like a room for the four of us. As she's still staring us at us, probably going, fuck.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was on mute. What was that?
So yes, I just went. Yes, we would like a room for the four of us, please.
And she's like, "Well, we don't got no rooms, but
Well, the normal chamber. 4 beds.
beds. There we go. All right." And well,
Yeah.
I
We
couldn't.
only need 3.
3. I see 4 of you.
Yeah. I'll sleep in my own bed.
Well, with
Yeah,
all due respect, sir, it is professionally frowned upon for you to bring your own bed into an establishment such as this.
Nope,
just
nope,
do your
nope.
thing.
My bed is not here. I'll return in the morning.
Oh, okay. All right. 3 beds then. Well, I couldn't help but eavesdropping on your little conversation, and I would just like to say that, there have been times that I thought, I could fancy myself a good sage too. Yeah.
Oh, do tell. Tell us more about yourselves.
Yeah. Well,
Also,
sometimes
what is your name?
well, sometimes I'm thinking like I could just whoop and he does like a kamehameha like hand gesture. It's like I could do that. And sometimes I could do like a pow, and he like does like a Jack Black kick in the air, and he's like, nobody would mess with Sage.
Look like a Reuben.
Sage Frank Elvisco.
Okay, Frank Elvisco, hold on 1 second. Hold on. Okay, Leto, you're up.
Mm-hmm.
Question him.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Frank, my good man.
All
Be a
right.
sage. There's a simple line of questioning. First, what can you do for me?
I could I can give you a cut of the profits if you make it happen.
So that's a no, you fail.
Oh,
Cut of the
keep you in mind for
profits?
other temples.
What cut of the profits?
yeah.
Gully goes to like jack him up and stops himself.
He's like,
No,
yeah.
no.
All right, fine. Maybe the sage thing is a lot of, but I heard you talking about the about your group names, and maybe I could help with that instead. That might, I won't need to do a little, and he does a fake karate chop. I won't need to pull none of that. I could just give you some verbal advice.
Yeah. Let's hear that instead, buddy.
Okay, all right. Well, in thinking up a name, there's a few key things that you really want to follow, and this is going to narrow it down pretty good. The first thing you want to do is you want to always avoid alliteration when choosing a name. It's not good.
I'm sorry. I'm done with this conversation. You lost me already.
He's like, the second thing is you want to avoid cliches like they're the plague, and nobody wants to hear that.
Got it.
You just
Got a
suggested
team name.
we call ourselves the Plague? No.
Oh,
No,
I got a team
I think
name.
we gotta check in.
he's
No, I got a team name. You ready? This is great. Why don't we call
Wait.
ourselves? Yes, I'm sorry. I had my lips were
Wait,
down.
hey,
Yeah. Why don't we call ourselves the LSDs? Because
Oh.
then it's Lido, Stuffin, Hikun, and Sage Gully.
Wait. I was excited
That
about
would
it. I
only
was
be
getting
a
really.
good temporary name, though. Because what happens
getting-
if and when we have more sages? We can no longer
Then-
use LSDs.
And we'll just be the
I was,
L's.
honestly, I was just about to get attached to Goit.
Like that one.
Because we're Goit.
Wait, the Gwait?
Yes. That's what Lito said
Yes.
before he said LSDs.
We could be the leagues. Or the ledge. The legs.
Wait.
LGBS,
Wait,
the
what was
legs.
that Triforce when you said Lito?
Triforcers. Tri-enforcers.
Tri-enforcers.
I enforce it now. It sounds like we're not doing anything. We're just trying.
Well, no, the Triforce, and we're the enforcers of it. We're the Tri-enforcers.
I
We
get
gotta
what he's saying.
alliterate though.
It's like
The
we're
Triforce
trying to enforce it,
trifecta.
we're not doing it. I get it. I understand. Yeah. I see where Stuffin's coming with that one.
Triforce triers.
Okay, Frank. Next step that you think we should use.
So wait, Stuffin, I thought you didn't like it. So then you put try in the back of it too?
That was a bad suggestion. Can we go with Frank? Can we just name ourselves Frank?
We're the Franks. We're Frank. No, we're Frank.
No.
We could have Frank as an honorary member of our group. And we could name ourselves Frank Visco and the Viciousness.
And
Chip
the
Biscuit.
viciousness.
How about no?
You don't like Chip Biscuit?
No.
Mm.
We could.
Oh,
Do we
I
like
bet Chip
Hyrule in the
likes
name? The High Guard. That's halfway.
Yeah,
That's halfway to LSDs.
How about
The High
the
Guard.
Hyperions? Hyperions.
Hyperions.
Hyrulean
That's a good
champions.
one.
Hyperions.
Appearance. So, it's
Now,
awful.
that is stealing from cultures in another. There was a movie in 2022 called The Hyperions.
Oh,
I don't know what a movie is.
I don't know what Hyperions are.
I
Oh,
don't either.
I was just going with Hyrulean and champions. Hyperions.
one of the children of Hyperion was one of the children of Titan, or maybe grandchildren of Titan. I'd go with that. I like Hyperions.
And with it.
Hyperions.
Let's see.
Hylia's chosen.
What about
I
the
guess we
Conclave
literally
of
are.
Primes? Why am I stuck on Primes? Ooh, the
But you wanna
Quantum
transform.
Leapers.
We could be the Triperions,
No, we got to go old school. The Quantum Leapers.
the Leapers.
Triperion.
No, the Quantum Leapers. No, wait,
Be
no one
the-
here knows what quantum is. Never mind.
Quantum Leapers.
Valid.
The Quantum Lepers.
I've seen
No one knows
Adam
what
Man.
quantum is here.
The Quanta. We'll just name ourselves the
Yeah, I have
Quanta.
4 intelligence.
4?
Yeah, I have 4 intelligence.
OMG.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I don't know what quantum means. That's
Go with
alien.
Sledge.
Quantum? I barely knew him.
Ooh. You know what? No. Here we go. We're the Paragons.
Fun.
The paragons of what?
Yeah, that's okay.
That's just it. We're the Paragons of ourselves. We're the peak mental entities.
I get
Could we be
that.
like the Triforce
Especially for the sages.
the Triforce Paragons? I don't know.
Oh.
Paragons of the Triforce?
Could do high
Paragons of
paragons.
the Triforce?
Ooh,
High
paragons. There we go.
Paragons?
I thought that was going to sound
Paragons of the
like
Triforce?
more than
Tri-Paragons?
it did.
Triberium?
I don't know. High Paragons sounds kind of
I like
nice. Still a work in progress. Salito, you ready to be
Yeah.
the water sage now?
No.
Gosh darn it!
Hey, stuffing.
He's
We
got
need
to
to-
sleep
Well, you know
on
what?
it.
You know what? Nope. No sleeping on it. That's it. We're done. Stuffing
He's gotta
water
sleep-
sage.
he's-
Nope. Stuffing
He's
water
got to sleep
sage.
on it in his
Nope.
pool of
Nope.
water.
Nope. Stuffing. You're the water sage.
Stuffing.
It does have a
Did you-
very fountain.
Have
But
you
that
ever
would be good.
Stuffing. What about
Yes.
being the shadow sage? Now, hear me out on this. I know you don't seem very shadowy. Except for that demon thing you did that one time, but we're not going to count that right now. That's the thing. So you bring, there's no Temple of Light anymore. So you rename, you could rebrand. It is no longer just the Shadow Temple. Your jewelry is going to bring a brighter light into the darkness.
A mystery temple.
Doesn't that imply that the Shadow Sage would be trying to overthrow the shadowiness of their temple? Shouldn't the Sage embrace shadow?
I guess that's true, yeah. I guess that's true. Like some kind of rogue or something.
Not necessarily.
That's okay.
Not
You only have a 4
necessarily.
intelligence, so-
I mean, yeah.
What was
Shadow-
that? So Firewater Forest, Shadow Spirit. What was the last one?
That's it. Fire, water, shadow, forest, spirit.
Fire,
I thought there were 6.
Well, temple, the time is not really a powered temple. It's just a temple.
Yeah. Forest,
Yeah.
fire, water, shadow, temple, shadow, spirit, and then
Is there no light temple?
and then one more temple.
Or is that the spirit temple? Is there going to be a wind temple, or is that no because there's no
There
Rito?
wasn't one in the normal.
Okay, that makes sense.
Fire, water, shadow, forest, and spirit
And then a question mark.
One other.
is what I
I
have
guess that's
written down. And then
I
I
guess it's
have
5.
time is not really a powered temple.
So, okay. Actually, I'm going to take a moment to interject here, because I'm going to circle back to a question, to a point that I made a few chat sessions ago. Although we try to make this as close to accurate to Legend of Zelda, include as much lore as we can, for various purposes, including excitement, that is not extremely possible, or that is not 100% possible. However, one of the things that I do on a secondary basis is I take things from, because this is based largely on post Ocarina of Time Legend of Zelda. So there are things in other Zelda games that aren't present in the Ocarina of Time, but that doesn't mean that they're not present in the world of Zelda. So the reason that I bring this up is because I'm going to take it all the way back to the first Legend of Zelda game back on the original Nintendo Entertainment System, there were only 2 Triforces, not 3, 2. And
Oh
so
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I'm pointing out that the existence of the Triforces is not solely um, structured under 3 specific Triforces, nor are they. So this carries over into things like temples. We are doing the temples. Everything that was hidden in what we have hidden in the temples is a half a Triforce piece in every single temple. Since we only have 5 temples listed, that means that there is at least one more temple where the 6th half of the Triforce is located. Um, so yes, they're although the modern acceptance in Legend of Zelda is power, courage, and wisdom, um, there have been fewer Triforces, and there is nothing that explicitly says that there cannot be more or other Triforces. I'm not saying that will or won't come into play. I'm simply saying that is an openness that I don't want people to get caught up um, on modern Triforce lore, because there is Triforce lore that predates that has certain implications. so, um, so
It's
yes,
kind of
that
fun.
what was that?
I said that's kind of fun.
Yes, that kind of adds a element of intrigue and unknown to it. So yes, that is currently where we're sitting. Um, and I'm not saying there is or isn't more than 3 Triforces. I'm simply saying there are more things that I am urging people to not get too tied down to what they expect from this specific era of the Legend of Zelda timeline, which is again post Ocarina of Time. So yes, I just wanted to divulge that before before the conversation got too rigid.
Fair, thanks.
All right, let me see. Let me take it. Where is
So there are just those 5 temples, right? Like I'm not like losing my mind somehow. I don't know why.
Six.
Well, okay,
Yeah,
there's 6, but like, okay,
yeah.
so fire, water,
Shadow,
forest, shadow, spirit, and then one we don't know about.
time, which doesn't have any power associated with it. So that would be the 6th one, technically.
Uh,
Gotcha. Okay, that
But
makes sense.
there's
not
another hidden
definitively.
one
No,
someplace.
no. So no,
The
no time. So get that out of our brains. No
Well,
time.
Okay.
I'm saying that there's nothing that leads in that direction, but because I'm not giving you a yes or no either way, I'm simply saying that the the Temple of Time is not a time temple.
Mhm. Gotcha.
I
Well,
feel like in the game they specifically word it that way as a Temple of Time, meaning that it is separate from the other temples that you need to like conduct the relic from and things like this. It is an actual like um, it's an actual temple or church or more of like a cathedral type setting than how we recognize the water temple, fire temple, and all those temples.
is it possible that the Temple of Time was at one time a special temple, and that perhaps we need to time travel in order to access the Temple of Time and reestablish it in a different timeline?
I am
No comment.
I am absolutely flattered by your ability for me to pull something like that off. Um, but yes, but officially discuss that amongst yourselves.
Are we going to sleep for the night, guys?
Yeah.
I still need to talk to Gully.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fair. Okay. Here, I'll stuff in. You want to go for a walk real quick?
Love to.
Nice. Um, Stuffin, have you ever met Guru? My dad?
I'm not familiar with them, no.
Hmm, I'll have to introduce you.
Guru?
Guru.
Talk to me then.
Mhm. So that's
You
what I'll
like
do.
him?
Well, huh? He's my dad. I love him.
Do you like him at all, or are you like totally different than him? Or
Oh, well, he's the one who taught me how to play music in the first place. He's also the
awesome.
one who taught me how to, make those magic potions I used to sell. It was just kombucha, but I was trying to sell them like they were magic potions. I made
I would
I
love
made
to
like
go meet your dad.
yes, okay, yes, we'll do that after Lido and Gully talk. Like, like while you know what I mean. Like, out of character, we'll do it afterwards. In character, that's what we'll do, so they can have privacy.
All right, so who's conversing? Stefan and Gully?
Lido and Gully.
Lido and Gully.
Lido and Gully, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, what's on your mind, Lido?
So, know you're married and everything, but I need some more details.
Well, am I?
I would say yes, because
In another world, yes, but not here.
But are you sure?
Positive.
But remember, she does exist here.
But it's not my Beatrice. We're not married here.
But if she is married to Gully here, you are that Gully now, remember?
That's if she is married to a version of me, but I haven't come across me since I've been here. Have you come across you since you've been here?
Oh no, we're not going to come across ourselves.
Okay, so there we go.
Which means if she is married to a Gully, she's married to you.
If we had come across her, she would have noticed me and said something to me.
Well, let's just say a friend of yours, not saying me, might kind of know where she is. Not saying that I do. Just saying that, we could, get you two together. Just saying.
Have we already been to this place where she is?
Not as far as I know.
Are you positive?
Pretty sure.
Okay.
But that wasn't actually my question. It was the marriage question thing. So,
yeah. I'm sorry. Go. Yes, your question. I'm sorry.
So the thing about like marriage and stuff like that is you get married, right? However you do that. But then you have kids, right? And then you're allowed to get remarried when?
Well, back up. So it depends on your beliefs, because some beliefs only believe in one marriage to one person at a time. And so therefore, once you're married to that person, the only time that you would be remarried is if one of you perishes and dies. You wouldn't, marry someone else while you're still married. However, there are other belief systems that believe in having multiple partners in marriage. Go ahead.
So you can only get married if your significant other passes away in a certain kind of relationship.
Right. But like I said, it just depends upon your beliefs, because there are some individuals that believe in marriage to multiple individuals at a time. So it just depends on, your shared beliefs and what you and your significant other, decide upon.
Hey, Puck. I think you're muted.
Yes.
Just going by the education that Marty gave Leto, would he know about Zoran marriage custom? Like he talked about how the king only got remarried after his wife died, type of thing, maybe.
Honestly, I would say if it's Leto is a a romantically charged character.
Mhm.
So I feel that questions like that would organically come up in conversation as you're being raised. So yeah, I would say that although not experiencing it, Leto has been informed and told stories about things like that.
So now going with the fact of, let's say you're still married in a culture, could you marry someone else in a culture that you're not allowed to?
I would say there's nothing legally preventing it, but um, there is a potential that you would run across people who are just less accepting from time to time.
Same question to Gully.
Hmm.
Would you remarry if would you get remarried to a woman who's still married?
Me
Could you?
personally, my beliefs would say no, unless I'm marrying someone that believes in multiple partners in marriage, and if I'm willing to be one of those partners. So yes, but probably not.
I have to think about this. This could be a very big problem.
How so? You in love with someone that's already married?
No,
You want to be?
no. I'm here. We need to do this quiet so nobody else hears, just in case. They'll take you and
Okay.
bring you close. Um. Oh, you know how Athena is my sister, right?
Mm-hmm. You want to marry your sister?
No.
Oh,
No,
okay,
no.
okay, okay.
Just
Okay,
so
listening.
Athena is my sister. Phil is her brother, who is the current king because his mother married my dad. But her husband is still alive in the Shadow Temple. So, if the king didn't know she was still married and got married to her, logically, still has no right to the throne.
Uh, Again, it depends on the laws and the beliefs of that kingdom. Do they believe that the king can only be married to one person at a time? And so, if that's the case,
Well, no,
then
it's
yes,
not
this
that.
new marriage would be
It's
null and void since the original person is still alive.
from the little bit of information that I got from Athene, they never got like separated or divorced or anything. So she was still married to him when she married my dad. And from what I learned from Marty, that's not a good thing.
Well, it's got royal blood from the king, so it
No, it
is what it
doesn't.
is.
He doesn't
No?
have royal blood from the king. As far as I can tell, Athene and Il are the ex-queen that's also dead, and the Shadow Temple father's kids. Unless I'm wrong, Puck.
Nope, that's absolutely right. So
Okay?
yeah. So what's going on in that particular situation? And you have found a very notable thing that can put it in a chain of events. But I'm going to explain the entire thing. Um, so both Princess Rudo and Leto are born biologically from the original Zoran king and their mother. Their mother, um, their mother's untimely passing and the convergence of the Cataclysm created a chain of events that physically separated Efine and Ill's parents. Um, Efine's father ended up in the Shadow Temple, unbeknownst to just about everybody, and Efine's mother remarried the Zoran king, who has a documentedly deceased wife. So ill being and Leto's birth is protected. So most people do not know about Leto's lineage, which means that as circumstance availed itself, Efine's brother, was the eldest male royal heir. So Il is sitting as the king right now, although, as Leto has pointed out, being that Il's father is still alive and has always been alive, the marriage between Il's mother and Leto's father
And just so that we know,
should be null and void.
their mother is named Avoda, Avota. I learned that. And my mother's name is Rutella.
How did you learn the mother's name?
Afine actually told me.
Oh. Okay.
It's something in my notes that I specifically looked up, and I'm like, he told me her mother's name a long time ago, and I looked at my notes and I made sure to point it out and put it at the bottom of my notes. I'm like, Afine's mother's name is this.
Nice. All right. Well,
And
we got.
Rutella is in my bio. I have that written down as my mother's real name.
Okay. I'm sure, as you have learned, I'm horrible at names. So I will try my best to remember those things, but feel free to refresh me as time moves on. But yes, so that is the precarious situation right now, where they have a sitting king who has no actual rightful claim to the throne, unbeknownst to the people around him. There has been nothing that indicates that Il took the throne with false intentions. And he has been accepted as king, and he is revered as a good king. But the reality of the situation that Leto has pointed out is he's not a rightful king. But right now, on the other side of the family, most people do not know that Leto has a claim to the throne, and also most people believe that Princess Rudo is dead, albeit undead, but they believe that she is actually dead, as she hasn't really been seen outside of the Forest Temple for quite some time.
But also, Il has sent people out to try and kill her.
Yes, rumors of her existence. On the YouTube, that specific episode can be found by a wanted poster as the thumbnail. But yes, Il may be trying to solidify his claim to the throne. Which for a king, I don't think is neither good nor bad. I think it's just, job security.
That's why Leto is now going, I don't know what kind of to do.
Well.
So yeah, Gully, not sure what to do. We'll worry about that later. That's what I wanted to ask you about. Besides, I think that's it for now.
if you ever want me to like truly pin down where Beatrice is, I can do that for you.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
Also, if you ever decide to come down to the cellar of Cito's, don't be surprised. There's a mural on the wall of her.
Okay.
There's a mural of her
Why?
and Lynette, because the fact that I needed to remember what she looked like, so it was easier to actually have something to focus on.
Okay. Yeah, that's not weird at all.
No, it was a gesture
I
that I was
know,
hoping
I
to show you
know, I
later
know.
on.
They were,
I mean, like,
yeah, I remember.
for my oldest friend, I gotta make sure that you're hooked up.
Well, thank you.
Mhm.
That's so kind of you and thoughtful.
I'm trying, man.
Even though you're wussing out and won't be the sage of the water temple.
Being a sage is a great thing. I just don't think it's for me. You have to understand, druids, again, we live a long time.
I don't
Being a
care
sage for
what
a
you say,
long
Leto.
time.
I think you're a perfect candidate, and all your free spiritedness doesn't mean a thing. But you know what? I'll respect your wishes.
I thank you for that. And I respect the fact that you are a fire temple sage who has a cult.
They're not a cult. I don't mistreat them. I don't trick them. I don't promise them
Oh,
things that are not true. I don't have them drinking blood, killing people, sacrificing. We're not stealing people's money, ripping people off. We're not a cult.
okay.
Good people.
Well, you need to come up with a better name than yeah, you just need to come up with a name for them too, because acolytes, uh, followers of the teachings of the fire sage, something like that.
Yeah, I forgot what I thought I came up with a good name for them. Let me see. Let me go back to my notes. Did I call them pyramids? No. What did I call them? I came up with something. I thought I came up with something good. No?
I remember you came up with something good. I thought it was really cool, but I would have to check like game chat for it because I think that's where you typed it. I can't remember where else.
Yeah, I really gotta, yeah. It'll come back to me.
You can look it up on. But yeah, I think that's it. Now we just have to wait for the others to come back and then put a sleep and then figure out what to do tomorrow. Since they don't want to see us until like nighttime, they're still thinking about stuff.
Okay, I see that. We want to call ourselves a Crimson Flame. I don't know what I called them. Yeah. Okay. Oh well.
Anywho, let's relax and chill.
The fire-starting flare pamphlet or leaflet that contains information about the and invites people to join. That's cool.
All right. So, all right. So, Gully, you're porting back to the Forest Temple.
Fire Temple, yes.
All right.
And I'll be back in the morning.
All right. So, Gully teleports to the Forest Temple, leaving one particular Kakariko astonished. They're like, "That was amazing." But
Yeah, I do it based on going into the big huge flame in the center of town.
Hell yeah.
yeah. All right. So, you know what? Let's take that first. Gully, you port back to the Forest Temple. It is later in the day. People are starting to kind of unwind. They have the last time you checked on them, they were kind of like moving around some heavy blocks to try to make their living quarters a little bit more comfortable. You can see that they have indeed succeeded in that, but they look just thoroughly exhausted. The ones that are not in bed are just literally like dragging their feet as they start to like head over there. And finally, somebody like after a moment, somebody notices you. Is like, "Golly's back!" And you just hear like an exhausted, "Yay!"
Yeah, as I'm noticing them, looking all tired and worn out. I'm trying to give them water. Going around, trying to get their spirits up. I haven't seen them in a while. Just kind of chatting it up with everyone, seeing how they're doing. Praising them for what they're doing to revitalize the temple that's been closed for all these years. Ruled by an evil idiot person. And yeah, just shooting the shit.
All right. Are you looking for anybody specific or any point of conversation or check-in or anything like that?
Nope, I'm just trying to mingle amongst everyone. Just kind of be that nice shepherd to them all,
All right.
tending to them all.
Sounds good. You notice Ralph. He is too big for a bed, but there has been kind of like a kind of like straw bed slash mound that has been constructed, and it looks like it has been set up with a type of something that is keeping that particular mound of stuff fire preventative. That way.
Okay.
It has like somewhat of like a caustic chemically kind of like smell to it, and when they notice you kind of sniffing, that's when they explained to you that they wanted to make him a bed, but they also didn't want it to catch fire while he was in it. um
Yeah, I'll let Ralph know that the next chance we get, I'll have I can't remember if it's Leto or Deacon, but I'll probably have the both of them come in and work on creating a nice little area for you, because I know that they can you know move earth and those kinds of spells and abilities. So we'll get you something nice set up.
all right, sounds good. And he's like kind of like a little quiet, a little nodding off, but still like coherent, and he kind of like forces the conversation out. He's like, eh, you get used to the smell. It's really not that bothersome. It's just kind of, um, it's okay.
Oh, what's the smell?
it just I barely notice it anymore. But you notice it, and it is a very pungent, chemically type smell, like um, almost like a degreaser smell. Like if you were like spraying down your oven or something like that. Like that's the kind of smell that you're very thickly picking up on. Um, but Ralph is like, no, it's okay. It's just you get used
Uh,
to it.
but do I know what the source of the smell is?
Yeah. They sprayed it down. At least that's what your inquiry leads. So they're like, yeah, we got some grass and hay and straw from just the surrounding area, and we just made a bed, and then we got the stuff, and we just kind of like sprayed it down because they said that would help.
Jesus. Uh, yeah. Ralph, are you gonna be able to handle this smell overnight? I mean, if not, we can go ahead and get rid of this.
No, it's comfortable. You kind of like,
Are
um,
you sure?
uh, yeah. I mean, what do you got in mind?
I mean, what I can definitely, like I said, bring you something back, but more specifically, I'll bring Lito and Deacon back, and we'll work on something better for you. If you can if you can make it through tonight, we'll get you all sorted out.
Well, yeah, I mean that works. I mean, I don't want you to go through a whole lot of trouble on my account.
Ah, dude, that smell, it's pretty rough. And if it's rough for me, I know it's rough for you, so I get it. Hey, hearts are all in the right place, but that smell it's pretty rough. You know what? Matter of fact, just why don't you take my room instead?
Are you sure?
Yep. It's good. Go ahead. I'll sleep out here with him tonight.
I mean, um, all right, just for tonight though.
Well, just how about this? Until we get you situated in a better spot, because you know what? Now I think of it, I might not be able to come immediately back tomorrow. So, just take my room until we get you all squared away in here. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thanks, guy.
And what you want me to just throw this in the lava right here? Meaning the bed.
Yeah. And I'll help you. Let's go ahead and get rid of this.
All right. So he kind of like staggers up to a standing position, and he has like he positioned himself so it's like the lava flow, the bed, and then him, and he just starts like back kicking it into the lava. Um, so once it catches fire and it starts to like more strongly releases this chemical smell. Um, as a point of reference, um, when it falls into the lava and it catches fire and smoke starts coming from the lava, the smoke is green.
What the heck?
It's not like forest green, like it's like dark and black and gray, but it definitely has a green tinge to it that is worth noting.
Interesting. Whoa, Nelly.
It's got the snake lines and everything.
So, Gully, give me an insight check.
Yeah, inside. There you are.
Oh my god. All right. Well, here we go. This is the third time that the color green has come up at a peculiar moment. The green smoke from the chemicals that were sprayed on the bedding, the green chemicals that were in the syringe in the forest temple, and the green vial that was retrieved from that hulking Yiga. With an insight of 27, I couldn't not tell you that these things are connected.
Yeah. He definitely, he's connected some dots, and that is very odd indeed and not good. He will absolutely make a note of that and relay that to his party tomorrow morning.
All right.
In the meantime, he's also going to let the followers know. Specifically, he's also going to let Barb know that Ralph's going to hold up in his room until we can.
Barb isn't
Yeah,
there.
Barb. Oh, she's not there.
No,
Okay. Well,
remember,
we'll let
she's
the
on the
followers know
pilgrimage.
that. Oh, that's right. Yeah. He'll let the followers know that Ralph's going to hold up in his room until we can come up with slightly better accommodations for the big fella.
He is very pleased at the generosity. So you get the feeling like he is adjusting. He is making friends. He is kind of like getting into the groove of things, but in his mind, as like what this didn't encompass was you. He like he was so focused on like getting used to the people around him and doing this that like he was and is fully aware that like you were the fire sage and this is your fire temple, but in his mind you kind of have that almost like celebrity effect where he is like he never would have like if somebody would have told me that like I would run into fucking Johnny Depp and he's like, hey, why don't you sleep in my bed, I'm not going to use it, like my mind would be fucking blown. And that's kind of like what's going on here. He's like, Gully let me use his bed, like this is like the best thing on the fucking planet, like he is like he is just on cloud nine, just over the moon elated about this because like for every opportunity that he's kind of like availed himself to, treat everyone special and be that and accept that reciprocation, like just Gully, you were not a part of that mental process. So this is like opened up a whole new thing for him.
Good.
All right.
Just want him to feel accepted. Awesome.
Yes.
And yeah, Gully, he's just gonna pull up a bedroll and sleep out with everyone else.
Sounds great. Everyone's kind of like happy that you're joining the crowd. And you know what, just moving forward, give me 2 con saves and I'm going to tell you why in a second. DC
Okay.
10 and 11.
It still passes them both.
Yep.
It's a 25 and a natural 1, but still a 12.
Still 12. All right. So, so what happened was, as you kind of like settle in and you're getting ready to, like rest down for the night, being that you're surrounded by, all of your followers, acolytes, whatever anybody was, as long as you are surrounded by your people, every time you start to doze off, you hear like, hey, Gully, you awake?
Of course.
and then just like it is consistently followed with like the most asinine, like stupid fucking shit that's coming out of their mouth. That it is preventing you from getting 2 hours of sleep before everyone else finally dozes off and you can get some sleep.
Yeah, of course. Got him.
So that's what those concepts are for. All right. So you turn in for the night, taking it back to the rest of the party and taking it back a few hours. So that can happen for you guys too. We are in the we are resting in the room, getting ready to just kind of like start to unwind and cool down for the night. Is there anything anybody would like to do?
I thought Stuffin and Deacon were going out while I was talking to Ellie.
Okay, honestly, we can take it even. I assumed like once Scully poured it out, everyone came back in, but we can take it back to that point. So you know what? Yeah, let's take it back to that point where Gully and Leto are talking, and Gully ports out back to the fire temple, leaving Leto there. And at that point, does the rest of the party rejoin Leto, or does Leto go and do something else?
Well, I would assume Leto and I would join the party before I leave, just in case we want to chat some more. But yeah.
Well, I mean, I'd be happy to rejoin with him. I didn't really want to like leave him alone for the night if he wants to hang out.
Okay, so then we'll
take. I didn't really like that, but I was just oh sorry, I was just trying to give him privacy. Me and Stuffin would go take a walk with.
Did Stuffin get to meet your dad?
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Do you want to RP that out, or do you want to I'll leave that up.
Briefly describe.
I don't
know where to it. Yeah,
that's fair. Guru is like that guy who teaches you the Song of Storms in the windmill. So Deacon's perspective of his dad is that he's like the guardian of like Kakariko to him. Because like when Kakariko was raided, he was he was like kind of like he played the Song of Storms so like loud and well, that it like caused a big fog cloud that helped like get people to safety. In back when in Deacon's like original timeline and stuff. So he has like a lot of respect for him, and yeah, that's like very clear in everything that Deacon does. You can see that Deacon's definitely like basically honestly probably just as a brief thing, he explains like what he's like about to do, because he doesn't want it to be a surprise on him really, and yeah. Yeah, I mean that's it. He's like a very nice, like warm guy. He helped like play with all the animals and stuff. I believe he God, doesn't he play like a kind of song in Majora's Mask? Like, doesn't he teach you the Animal March or something like that?
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Yes. So I just kind of imagine that's where he was like, taught Tikkun to play with the little chickens, the cuckoos. Um, Yeah, that kind of stuff. Very much. It was kind of like a little leader for all of the like younger Dekus and stuff because he had the music instrument stuff and Dekun especially. So very
Mhm.
very very high praise and stuff. So um, yeah,
Cool.
yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. So, what else?
Yeah. Okay. Honestly, Lito, if you don't mind me asking, how are you looking? You okay, buddy?
I'm good.
Mm,
Just thinking.
I see.
Just a lot of thought of like kind of want to start a war or not.
Hmm. That's that's a big kind of thought, Lito. Do you
It's
want to
the
talk?
future. It's the future.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'll be here if you want to talk about it, buddy.
All right. What about Stuffin?
Okay.
Is Stuffin up to anything?
I mean, I think he's fine for now. I think it's good.
All right. So we tune in for the night,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah. I would say that it is simply a regular restful night.
Nice.
So, you know what? Let's have Gully waking up first.
Alrighty.
All right. So you wake up. Things are quiet. Things are restful. Not a whole lot going on. When you do wake up, you do notice that there are a couple of your followers that are just kind of like staring at you. Not in like I mean, maybe like a little bit of a weird way, but more like a soaking in the moment type of situation. Yeah, that's a good way to word it.
Okay.
I mean, they got to be a
Gully
little
wakes up.
weird.
He sees it. He doesn't let it show on his face, but he was hoping that he would wake up before anyone else, so he could just disappear. But seeing as how he's got eyes on him, he smiles and waves. It's like, all right, shh, keep it quiet. I'm gonna try and get out of here before everyone wakes up. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
All right, I'll be back, you guys. Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
And then just like pop out.
Yep.
Nice. All right. So you kind of All right, you know what? Everyone roll me a d20 now. Because I want to see if anybody, including Gully, I want to see if anybody's awake by the time that Gully gets there. Oh, these are hard. These are not making it hard to beat.
I
Did
got
you
a
want me to roll a
9.
d20 as well, or just them?
Oh, yeah, you too. Stefan, you said a 9?
Yep.
All right, we got 7, 8, and a 9.
And a 17 from Gully.
All right, so everyone is still fully asleep by the time you get there.
Jeez.
Yeah. You notice yeah.
Gully
No.
comes back through the flame in the center of town, if it's still there. Does anyone else notice him reappear from the flames?
Yes, there is a Kokiri that was kind of like playing fetch with their dog on like the kind of like in between one of the western houses. And the like
Hey, top of the morning to you.
yeah, the bursting of the flame like catches their attention, and they look and they just see this big, heavily armored dude just appearing out of flames, and they just kind of like stare at you like without breaking eye contact, like slowly shuffle up to their dog and pick it up underneath their arm and run away behind one of the houses.
Oh, too good. Hey, where you going? Hey, well, have a good day.
Bye. Because they're like super polite, so even though they're running away for what appears to be their life, they're still going to say goodbye.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Mhm.
And then he'll make his way over to the inn.
All right, so you head to the end. The party is still just completely out of it. Um, yeah.
Yeah,
You know what? I'm gonna say
yeah.
who do you want to wake up first? Because these rolls are so low that they need to be woken up.
All right. Well, seeing as how they're all very sound asleep, I'll give them an hour more before I try to wake anyone up.
Okay. That, by the way, that additional hour of sleep will allow um, Deacon, Leto, and Stefan to roll one time at disadvantage over the course of this upcoming day. If you do not use that ability, you will lose it.
Wait, what? We
At,
get to roll once with disadvantage?
at
What?
disadvantage? You mean
No,
advantage?
at advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh,
disadvantage.
okay.
Why would we
Yeah.
want to use that?
Ooh,
Did
we
I
definitely won't use
I
that.
should have done you guys.
did I say disadvantage? If I did,
Yes, sir, you did.
I apologize. You get to roll once at advantage. There we go. If you do not use the ability over the course of this day, you will lose it. But yes, you can roll one attack ability check, attack or ability check or saving throw at advantage.
So we call the
Nice.
reverse inspiration. It's like you slept in. Congratulations, you get to fail. You're a failure.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
you got too much sleep and you will suffer for it.
You lazy bums.
Wake up and smell the coffee.
Yeah. All right. So, is there anything you want to do within that hour, like brew coffee? Or
Yeah, I mean, I am. Yeah, Gully, he's gonna try to procure some food.
absolutely. All right. So let's see. Finding food. I would say,
Yeah, and if there's no way to get food around here this time, he'll just break out some rations.
you know what, that might be the best course of action. I will say that the proprietor of the establishment has um, hot water and tea pretty much on the go, at the ready at all times. So you can make tea, but
Yep.
but I don't believe
He'll go
Kakariko
for tea and
Village.
rations.
Yeah, Kakariko Village would not be all that high on coffee. They seem like more of a tea community. Um,
Nope. He's completely cool with tea, and he'll break out some rations.
Perfect. All right. So, um, all right. So the hour passes. Within that hour, you can see the town start to wake up. Uh, nobody seems frightened. You notice like a couple of people kind of like go up to the giant center campfire and like inspect it. Meaning that Kokiri kind of did say something to some people, but when they inspect the fire, they just kind of like shrug their shoulders, shake their head, and walk away. Um, yeah, so there's that, and then let's see. Yeah, so the people that do see you just kind of like, I mean, they've all seen you and your party come through. It's not something that is all that weird for them.
Okay. Now, at this point, if they're not still waking up, he'll wake them up.
Okay. Um, in what order or how would you like to wake anybody or everybody up?
So Deacon was 7, 8, 9. He will start with 7. He'll wake Deacon up first.
All right.
Well, wait. Is the door to their room locked or open?
Oh no, it's all like completely open.
Just open. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
He'll kind of gently try to coax Deacon awake.
You hear like the like a gentle
Hey.
Hey, little buddy, wake up. You guys have been sleeping pretty hard. Come on, little guy. Let's get going.
okay. You see his eyes slowly open and he yawns. He goes, "Oh, Ohio, gozaimasu. Good to see you again."
Good morning. Get some good rest? I think you did because you slept in. All right, let me go ahead and work on waking up Lito.
Sounds good.
Hey, you want to go ahead and try and wake up Stuffing over there?
DQ nods and he like climbs out of bed and just kind of like he moves slightly stealthily over to Stuffin, tries to wake him up carefully. I don't think he's woken up Stuffin before, so doesn't know how he sleeps. Doesn't want to get hit with that innkeeper ka-chow. You know what I'm saying?
This still kind of like, is this the kind of place that would have like a bathtub in the room?
Well, and yeah, a lot of it's like really open. You know what? Let's say that there's like an outdoor shower, but it's not even. It's almost like one of those like rinse off showers that when you have like an outdoor in-ground pool.
You have a bucket and water.
Yeah, pretty
Splash.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that maybe he'd be sleeping in the bathtub, kind of like a fairy fountain. But otherwise, he's just laying on the floor. He's sleeping on the floor.
Oh,
Okay.
nice. I will gently gently wake him up. So it's like, wait, there's no like bed type situation.
Well, there's
Man.
plenty of
There's
beds.
a bed. He's just sleeping on the floor.
What'd you say, Stuffin?
There might be a bed, but he's sleeping on the floor.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll kind of like gently like gently shake your shoulder. See if I can wake you up. Stuffin.
Oh, good morning. Oh my gosh, I feel extraordinary. I feel lucky today. I'm going into the day with an advantage of some kind.
That's good. That's good. Ohio, good to see you.
I kept dreaming of water. I was like, I feel like Leto should be the water sage, but if he doesn't do it, then maybe I have to do it and hanging out in a fountain sounds nice.
Might be.
Ah.
Yeah, yeah. There was a great fairy fountain around there. It really might be fate stuffing.
Could be. Could be. Could be.
Maybe you are gonna be the next great fairy. Capital G.
Are we going to breakfast? Some breakfast?
Ooh, that sounds good. Here, we gotta wake Leto up
Someone say
first.
breakfast? Hey, there's no breakfast around this place. We'll have to do that ourselves. Oh wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Let me wake Lito up.
So just wondering, I have a high passive perception.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Do I hear all of this?
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah. So I would say that like since Deacon and Stefan have already been woken up and they've been talking and kind of things like that. So I'd say like you have woken up and you have heard this, but you are still like feigning that you are asleep.
Okay. I will, just because the fact that I can do this, I am just going to go, and let me make sure what this takes. Let's go, sleepy, and do my once per long rest. I'll just ask Fog Cloud.
Nice.
So fog cloud. Once per long rest, you create a 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on a point within range, which is 120 feet to the range. The sphere spreads around corners, and the area is heavily obscured. It lasts for the duration, or until a wind of moderate or great speed disperses it. All right, so
So I will do that on me, and then slowly slide off the bed onto the floor and try and keep sleeping.
so all right, so a fog rolls as you go to wake Leto up. A dense fog rolls in, seemingly out of nowhere. A fog of seemingly archonic origin, and yeah, I guess we're gonna look for Leto. So you kind of like know the general area of where he is, but I'm going to make the DC Leto's passive perception.
Oh God.
So everyone at your choice, feel free to make either investigation or perception against what is it, a 22?
21.
21.
Like 21.
So I'm going to need a natural 20 for this. So
Yeah, I don't think I can roll
I
anything
didn't
other
get
than. I don't even think a nat 20 gets me.
All right.
Leto, hide and seek world champion.
um. So let's say you spend, how long is this? It's an hour, I think.
Yes, I can
An
concentrate
hour?
up to an hour.
Cut.
Wow.
Not to it.
So
Nice.
so if it's concentration, you have to be conscious, so you are unable to fall asleep.
Exactly.
So you're not
Just kind
falling
of
back
fun
asleep.
at this point.
You are literally hiding.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So
After like a minute of this,
uh
I'm just gonna cast Dispel Magic on the cloud.
Yeah.
Like maybe I see people like
He...
searching around. Leto, you can't avoid your destiny. Come on out.
Just wasn't sure what exactly we were going to do today since we have to wait until nighttime to go talk to Flora and Sarah.
all right. So what are you doing
And I
today?
barely ever get to use that spell, so
Fair, honestly.
All right. So
Hmm.
so I would say
I should have disintegrated.
between the fog is dispersed. Leto is eventually uncovered as the fog disperses. So about the time it takes for Gully to come in, wake everybody up, Leto hiding in the fog cloud, everyone finds Leto. But by the time all this is happening, you guys can start to hear like the crackling fire outside, and the smell of things being cooked on an open fire.
Excellent. Gully, it's breakfast time.
Ooh, are we sure we want what they're cooking for breakfast? Let's go check it out.
All I
'Cause let me tell you, I struck out earlier while you guys were sleeping.
there.
Oh,
It's like disappointing vegan stuff.
by the way, Gully, one quick thing. This whole time, you and me have been like hunched over. Because these houses are not tall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, lovely.
yeah.
Yeah, the
Like
last time I came in here, I was like walking like a crab.
yeah, pretty much.
OMG.
When like Gandalf visits the Shire and he's like has to like duck down to get through the
Oh yeah,
doorways. Yeah, it's kind of like
yeah.
that.
Oh yeah, this is rough. Yeah, definitely. Well, the good thing I didn't try and sleep here last night. Oh, these accommodations? Yeah, I'll go back to the temple.
Gully the giant amongst Kokiri. That would be kind of funny.
Yeah, let's go.
All right,
get
so we
breakfast.
head out to the outside.
All right. And sure as anything, the people in the town are starting to come out. There is a fair amount of vegetarian type dishes. A lot of stuff from Mido's farm, but there are also things like cuckoo eggs and where people would think that this is just like a plant-based society, things like that, um, start to like that misconception starts to melt away, and you realize that it is more of an agricultural type society, um, where they might not have like you know pigs and cows and things running around, but yeah, most of their diet does come from the plants, from the fruits and vegetables, but also you realize how important the cuckoo are to this community, um, because they do rely very heavily on the cuckoo eggs for things like breakfast. Um, so it is a pleasantly surprising meal. You can see that in the dirt area surrounding the the bonfire area, there is kind of like logs that are cut in half to make like makeshift seating, and everyone's just kind of like you know it, on kind of like casually, like they see a seat, they grab a seat, they sit, they talk. Whoever's around them, they very easily strike up conversations. It's a very welcoming and type of environment. But as you sit down, I would imagine that you all also kind of like congregate together to figure out, how Leto expresses that. Um, Saria said, come back as the sun goes down rather than too late, but that also gives the whole rest of the day to do anything else that you might want to do. So, how does that discussion go?
Well, uh, honestly, I don't have that much. I guess I don't know. Shit, I don't know how to put what I want to say. So I yeah, I mean yeah, before we do anything like this, is there anything you guys wanted to do? Like,
Well,
mhm,
you have one thing.
mhm.
Oh, stuffing. I've been carrying this around for a long time because we didn't have one. So I have a scroll that I
Mm-hmm.
think you can use as a wizard. And I will take out the scroll. It is a scroll that I learned was called Transfer Pain.
Cool.
Mhm.
So you're more than welcome to have it because from what I remember is like warlocks, clerics, and wizards can use it. I can't, and I know Deku can't.
Nor do I think you would.
Like
Yeah,
it was
he's
something that
kind
we found a long
of.
time ago, and I have it.
Is this
If you
actual? Is this an actual spell in 5e?
It's a spell that Puck told me. I don't know if you can find it.
I believe it was something. It might have been something from the wiki. What was it? What was the name of the spell again?
Transfer
Transfer
Pain.
pain.
if stuffing can't use it, Gully can.
I'm taking a search on it. Let me see.
I found it. It's on the 5e wiki. Okay. It's you attempt to siphon the life from a creature you touch. Make a melee spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 2d8 necrotic damage, and a creature within 10 feet of the target regains hit points equal to half the necrotic damage dealt, rounded down. Upcast every slot level above first is an extra 1d8 of damage on the attack. Oh, sorry. I'll type that out and all that stuff. That's yeah, kind of helpful. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the old
Oh,
game
let's
chat.
see. I found it here.
Oh,
Cleric, and it's a wizard spell too. Cleric, wizard, warlock.
cool.
Perfect.
Nice.
So there you go. Okay, stuffing.
Yeah, I mean, I would take it and scribe it so I could cast it at higher levels.
That's yeah,
Possibly.
that's what I was
I don't know.
thinking, but Leto doesn't understand how that works with the wizard.
Does Gully want this?
No, only if you couldn't use it. Since you can use it, go for it.
Okay.
Gully brings the pain.
Hell yeah.
I came to bring the pain, hardcore.
Hell yeah. All right. What else we got going?
Where is the water temple?
Where's the water temple?
Enjoys domain.
Yeah.
Enjoys domain.
Yeah.
Could we set? Stefan's never been to the water temple. Could we set up and for a different day? Because I actually have to go into school.
Yeah, we're heading towards a
An
wrap up.
appointment, like a realtor, to go
You want to
visit
go
the
check it
water
out?
temple, check it out.
Yeah, I mean, that works.
You want to do a walkthrough before you decide?
Open house event.
Yeah.
I'll get some bread in the oven. You know.
Look, maybe Lito will change his mind too. Never know.
Nope, I really don't want to, be sage over the temple that basically tortured my sister. I'm really good.
Oh, that's fair.
That's a good point.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fair
Probably-
enough.
Yeah. Okay. I won't touch that anymore. That's fair.
Makes sense.
I was holding that back. I was just waiting.
No, yeah. Excellent point and well made.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I'm gonna stop this right now. Yeah, no.
Got me there.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, these walls could use something different. I don't know. How about we wash my sister's blood off the fucking walls? That'd be great.
And the floor.
Make it feel like home.
He's doing all right-ish now on the plus side. Better, maybe. I don't know.
Yes. So,
Also, Stuffin, a big thing about the water temple is the fact that, yeah, my sister used to, rule, beat a sage over it. But the thing that was inside of her is kind of loose in the world, and at any point in time, it might come back and want it like the next host to the water temple too.
Okay.
But I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. I'm just saying there's a possibility.
It's just a possibility. Yeah,
Stuffin.
Horrible creature that, made my sister basically undead.
So I could live forever, or not die forever, is what you're saying.
Also, you would be
That's what my cards are.
crazy.
And not like
And
crazy
command
like
the
a
undead.
fox.
Like bad crazy.
Yeah.
That's my goal for the day. I'll probably swing by the shop and say hi to people too.
That's a good call. That's a good call. Okay. Yeah, we could do
So we're
some.
going back to Castle Town. I'm just gonna say we do have some time, and we do have a bottle of Kiwako.
Oh yeah. Fuck.
A bottle of Kyoko, I love it.
Actually, yeah. We should do that. That's a good call too. We'll walk through the water temple too, but we should probably just round off that plot thread while we have it going.
The other thing is, Sully kind of became Fire Sage naturally? Question mark. How do we make Stuffin if he wants to be the Water Temple Sage into the Water Temple Sage?
Well,
Remember, there's supposed to be like some ceremony with the other sages and stuff like that.
yes,
That's true.
that is to be an anticipated thing. But when you say
Yeah, it's like,
naturally, what do you mean by natural?
I don't remember the exact thing. That's why I said naturally.
Oh, yeah.
Naturally.
He just woke up and he was just naturally the fire sage. Like, yeah. All right. Well, yes. There. It is to be anticipated that whenever a person becomes a sage, there is a sage ceremony that they must undergo. It is, not a something that is just like, oh, here's the keys to the temple. Good luck. So yes, but that being said, I think that this is a good place to cut it for the night, where we are planning our next step. We have Kiwako juice. We have a number of places we can visit. We have a number of people vying for the position of sage, and we have the whole rest of the campaign still lying before us. So we have once again gotten something that was suspiciously came into the possession of our party, and by that I mean the Ralph's bedding. That is to not be ignored. That is something that is currently one of the faster building side stories in the campaign. So we're going to get to that and see where that leads us. But I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. I want to thank everyone who helped me with our technical difficulties.
No problem. I'm happy to give you a countdown.
Thank you, Gully, for the countdown. Pretty much whenever you see me wearing this headset, like you know something has technologically gone awry, because like the other one's so much more comfy and sounds better. But yes, so next week at 6 o'clock, we will most likely be doing our chat broadcast will be 7 Days to Die. We will probably do a number of 7 Days to Die broadcasts before and after that between episodes, just because it's so much fun. We don't broadcast every single time that we do it, but now that I'm talking this out, I believe that we are starting day 35. And as I said, every single 7 days
Yes,
is a
we are.
horde night. Okay, so we are getting into we are doing a horde night tonight. So because it's a horde night, we will be broadcasting. Um, I'll be broadcasting on the PlayStation, so it's going to be. I'm going to have to like shut everything down and shift it. It will probably be on closer to like 9:45 ish. For the second broadcast, the second and um, normally sometimes I would, sometimes I won't, but I will try to broadcast every horde night because those are a ton of fun, and we just built a new base, and uh, we're probably not ready. like
Oh
there's
no, we're not.
yeah, there's still things that I need to do. Like I still need to set up electrical traps. I still need to run wiring. I still need to upgrade things that we need to upgrade. Like
Oh no.
it's going to be crazy. And my brother, who usually plays with us, will not be joining us tonight because he's still working. So yeah,
I might need to start playing this game.
honestly, check out the stream. If you want to, we'll get you in on it. Like, and that's the funny thing. Like, right now, the way that it functions is, I can have on. It's different for PC. Like, PC has better capabilities than consoles, and the Fun Pimps have set the game up like that. So in the consoles, we're allowed 4 players max. I think PC is allowed 12
Is
players
8.
max, but it's okay, it's
Well,
8.
we can do 8, but we can make it more than that, up to
Oh,
16.
oh wow. So yeah, console has some
Yeah.
catching up to do, but our game is on console, so it's limited to 4 people at least now. And I think like as time goes on, they'll permit more people. So with that anticipating, I'm trying to get as many people as possible. We have on our Discord. If you're part of our Discord, there's a number of non-visible channels. For example, there's a channel called Cataclysm Chat that everybody who participates in the campaign only has access to, and we post interesting things in there. Um, and then so on our Discord we have a 7 Days to Die section. So anybody that wants to participate into it gets like the permission set so they can see all the 7 days stuff. But honestly, if it's not something that somebody's into, I don't want to load up the panel with stuff that they don't need. Like 7 Days to Die, because it's more of like a secondary thing. But Gully, absolutely, and everybody. Um, if you're interested in it, if you pick it up, we will get you in there. And I usually, whether we broadcast or not, I usually do anywhere between like 2 to 6 broadcasts, 2 to 6 sessions, not necessarily broadcasts, but like 2 to 6 sessions a week, where I'll just like shoot messages out and I'm like, anyone who's around, hop on, let's knock this shit out. But like I said, tonight is Horde Night. If you want to see absolute mayhem, this is going to be the session to do it. It's going to be really interesting. Yeah. So that being said, I want to thank everyone for joining us. I want to thank Gully, Stuff It, and Lido, and Deegan for being part of this. Thank everyone for helping. Thank everyone in chat. You guys are all amazing. Love you to death. And I will, if you're not too tired, come check us out when the next reminder gets sent off that I've gone live. So until then, be happy, healthy, safe, and cool as we're starting to cool down, so that part will probably change soon. But yeah, be good, be healthy, and we'll see you next time. So until then, thank you and bye.
Bye.
Later.
Deuces.